Welcome back everyone. Season 7 is almost upon us and I'm here with some recommended teams you can use. This particular team is my favorite right now. It's doing really well. It's Skarmory in the lead, Diggersby XL in the back, and Azumarill safe switch. It's not really an ABB team, it's more of a AB team between Skarmory and Diggersby. Both of them cover each other pretty well, and Azumarill is just a really good safe swap in general. Skarmory protects Diggersby from the fighting and grass types. It also protects Azumarill from the grass types as well. So it is a very good lead to use with those two Pokemon in the back in particular, both of them being weak to grass. So let's look at this match here. A pretty horrible lead. Bastiodon in the lead. I switch out, and of course they bring in a grass type. So the amazing thing with this team is with Skarmory in the lead, it does really well against Grass Hole, which is Bastiodon and two grass types in the back. So let's look at how this plays off here. They brought in their Whimsicott here, and I'm going to pressure shields. The idea is to get at least one shield before my Azumarill goes down. And here I'm either going to get the last shield or take them out. They choose to win the switch advantage, which means my Skarmory is going to line up against the Bastiodon. That's okay, because Diggersby can handle Bastiodon and any other grass type that might be in the back with a shield advantage. Unfortunately, it's a fighting type, Machamp, but they have no shields and I have one. All I need to do is get to one Earthquake and take it out. An XL Diggersby is very, very tanky. This particular one, while I was doing this match here, it wasn't to level 51 as yet. I have it best buddied. It was about level 48.5, but at this point I have fully powered it up, and it is very tanky. So and Diggersby takes the win for me there. Let's look at this match here. While I put up on the right hand side my IVs, Pokemon IVs, as well as the PV Poke ratings for each Pokemon and how well they do in the Great League. This Diggersby in particular is a rank 3 XL 01414 and best buddied, which means it reaches up to level 51 once fully powered up. And recently we have been getting a lot of Bonairy in the wild in the past few weeks, so I think everyone should have a lot of XL candy to use to power up this Pokemon. It's just a matter of having the Stardust, but once you power it up, it is a really good option to have. And with the Great League remix coming up, I think it's going to be a really good option because it's not in the top 10 most popular Pokemon, which means it isn't going to be banned. So this match is almost over here. Well, it's underway actually. I bring back in my Skarmory to tank whatever this Ferrothorn has to dish out. I managed to stay alive and able to fast move it down. I have to bring back in the Diggersby here to tank this move. Now Diggersby totally walls Alolan Marowak, and we know we see a lot of Alolan Marowaks in the Great League meta right now. Now check this out. A grass type, which usually would spell disaster for a ground type, but with a switch advantage, Diggersby destroys any grass type with its Fire Punch spam. Fire Punch powered up by Mud Shot is going to dish out those fire punches very quickly. Look at this. I'm at a third one. Use my shield to stay alive, and this will take the match or take out this shift tree. And back in with the Alolan Marowak, it cannot do me anything unless it has Fire Blast. But Fire Blast takes a lot of time to build up. I'm going to be able to reach an Earthquake before any Fire Blast. It was only a Bone Club, and this Earthquake will take out the Alolan Marowak. So this match here, these matches here in this video, I put either neutral matchups or disadvantageous ones to showcase to you how well this team does. Alolan Marowak, what I do is I build up to a Brave Bird, use it, and switch out. Yes, the Shadow Bone does a lot of damage, but I want to at least get a shield before I switch out of here. I use a Sky Attack, but I still got a shield, switch out, and this is very bad for me. A Lantern against Azumarill. Lantern totally walls Azumarill. Well, not totally, if you have Play Rough like this. If you're running Ice Beam and Hydro Pump, yes, it will totally get walled. I prefer the Ice Beam and Play Rough variant. Here we go. I want to keep my Azumarill alive here, so I am committing 2 shields, and I don't want this Lantern to be lined up back with my Skarmory, because it totally walls Skarmory. So I switch into the Diggersby, and look at how well Diggersby tanks this Hydro Pump. 3/4 energy gone from a Hydro Pump is really good. And Bone Club is not going to be enough to take it out. And I can build up extra energy, take out this Alolan Marowak, and have extra energy to go. My Skarmory and my Diggersby are going to have to take out this Lantern. And this Scraft team. But I do have my Azumarill still in the back there with a decent amount of health. So I can let Scrafty use out its energy here. Build up to a little more than 1 Play Rough, because I need extra energy for that Lantern. This Foul Play will not take out my Azumarill, so I can use 1 Play Rough to take out, to one-shot this Crafty. And then I'm close to another one. Will I reach it? Yes, just in time. Energy management, so important. This team, I think, is very well balanced in terms of 1, the bulk. All 3 Pokemon have decent bulk. Azumarill and Diggersby are extremely bulky, 2 of the most bulky Pokemon in the meta right now. And Skarmory has a decent bulk for a flying type, but its typing, Steel and Flying, makes up for any what bulk it doesn't have. So with a Sableye switch in, I usually try to get a Sky Attack off before switching, because I want it to either give me a shield or to build 1 energy before I bring in my Azumarill, because Sableye with return can actually take out an Azumarill that doesn't shield the return. So they do win the switch advantage, but I have 1 shield and they have none, so I have to use that to my advantage here. This Foul Play will not be enough to take me out, and I'm going for the farm down. I am committing to this farm down here. What do they have in the back coming out? It's an Umbreon. Diggersby does well against Umbreon. It reaches Earthquake really quick, and those Earthquakes build up and to take out the Umbreon. But they do switch back in their Grass type here. Luckily, I have Fire Punch to do some super effective damage on this Tropius. And a shield to protect myself from the Leaf Blades. So let's see if I can take out this Tropius before it reaches to another Leaf Blade. No, but the tankiness of Diggersby will protect it. See, not even half of its energy going there from a whole Leaf Blade. Right, so this will take out the Tropius, and it's up to Skarmory with loaded energy and Diggersby to take out this full health Umbreon. Can they do it? Look at how well Skarmory and Diggersby perform together. There goes the Earthquake. Switching to Skarmory to Brave Bird. There goes the Brave Bird. It's down to the red. It is down to the red. Skarmory goes down. Diggersby, can you reach a Fire Punch? Yes, you can. In the nick of time. With 1 HP remaining. Going into this this fourth match here, Skarmory into Scrafty. Relatively favorable for me. They bring in Drift Blim. This is tricky. Drift Blim can debuff my attack with Icy Wind and do neutral damage. So I am going to go for a Brave Bird. At least I'm going to get a shield before I switch into my Azumarill. I do not want Diggersby to be lined up with a Drift Blim. I correctly shield that Shadow Ball, which is good for me because I managed to preserve a lot of energy on my Azumarill, and good for me, they are staying in with that Drift Blim for some reason, and I managed to get both of their shields. Whatever is in the back must be very weak to Azumarill. Either that or their strategy is a little bit off today. I let the Azumarill go down because I want to come back in and farm with the Skarmory. I usually like to save at least one shield for the Diggersby. You will find that Diggersby with a shield advantage can sweep, especially in any neutral matchups it gets, and even against grass type. So down goes the Drift Blim. They bring in a Lantern to try and wall my Skarmory. In response to me switching to Diggersby, they bring in a fighting type. So that's why they didn't want to switch out from the Drift Blim, because they have a Scrafty and a Lantern in the back. But I guess they could have switched into Lantern. Lantern does well against Azumarill. I don't know why they didn't do that. So basically here, I can get to 2 Earthquakes and take out this Scrafty. But it's important that I farm up a little extra energy before, so that I can try to get to another Earthquake here. Can I do it? Switch out just in time to tank this move to sack swap into the Skarmory, and because of that I can now reach the Earthquake with Diggersby. It's still alive though. Can I reach the Fire Punch? Amazingly I can, because those electric fast moves are resisted by the ground typing of Diggersby, which allowed me to get to that Fire Punch. So thank you for watching. I hope you use this team or part of this team in some way, and it helps you in season 7. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in more videos.